high school student is getting the attention of local leaders with his plea for changes to prevent mass shootings in the future. Katie Steiner tells us what this student wants done.
Peyton Piper is a sophomore at Belle Chasse High School, and he loves politics. So last week, he took a trip to D.C. with his dad, and he even got to meet Steve Scalise. That same day, though, he heard about the school shooting in Florida, and he wasn't happy with what he was hearing in Congress that day.
They weren't agreeing, and it came to me that our national leaders and our leaders, they're not going to be the people who make change. So that's when it inspired me as a young person to stand up and say, hey, we need to do something.
So Peyton turned to Facebook. He wrote a really passionate post that got all the way back to local leaders in Plaquemines Parish.
The one thing that caught my attention is that he said he was scared to go to school. And when I saw that, it really gave me a lot of concern.
We can't comfort ourselves saying that, oh, this might not happen here, this won't happen here. It can happen at any school in this nation. And we need to put forth the necessary actions to make sure that if, God forbid, something does happen, we have an immediate response there to protect students.
So Peyton met with Councilman Black the day he got back from D.C., and the 15-year-old is speaking at the next school board meeting and the next Plaquemines Parish Council meeting.
I knew that if I provide a student's perspective, if I let people know that we're honestly scared to go to school, I knew that people and our leaders, they would have no choice but to make change and to provide comfort to us.
And the councilman says that he thinks that change Peyton wants will happen.
I know the sheriff, when he ran for sheriff, talked about having resource officers in the school, and now I think it's going to happen.
But Black also wants to see more full-time counselors at the school to help what he sees as the root of the issue, mental health.
This is not a school board issue. This is not a police or sheriff's office issue. This is a community issue. This affects everyone.
Which is exactly why Peyton is trying to bring change to Plaquemines Parish.
I don't want to be reactive. I don't want to be in the situation where we have to look back and say, what did we do? Why haven't we done anything? I want to be proactive. I want to do everything we can to make sure my home, my friends, my family, that this never happens here.
Which is a sentiment that both current and up-and-coming leaders can agree with. Katie Steiner, Eyewitness News.